The night side of space was calm, dark, and endless. Stars were silent watchers, slowly blinking in the cold vacuum. But today, something new entered their quiet world, something loud. Huge and hungry. 43 alien fleets gathered near the border of the Sol system. Their ships were massive and shining like floating mountains. Engines glowed with strange colors. War banners flashed on their hulls. These were the strongest forces of the galaxy, the Vroth Dominion, the Zelnari Union, the Krethel Armada, and many others who had ruled space for thousands of years. And all of them came to do only one thing: invade Earth. To them, humans were nothing. A young race, a small world, a weak species, a mistake of nature. Admiral Vroger of the Vroth Dominion stood on the bridge of his flagship, a giant diamond-shaped warcruiser 3 kilometers long. His voice echoed through the ship as he laughed. Prepare the fleets. Humanity will fall in 1 hour. The other alien leaders agreed. They believed the humans had no chance. No great weapons. No fleet, no empire. No technology equal to theirs, but something felt strange. The space near the moon was too quiet, too empty, too calm. A Zelnari science officer checked his sensors. Admiral, I detect energy, a lot of energy, coming from the moon's surface. Vroger waved his hand. Humans cannot hide anything powerful. Continue the advance. But the science officer did not relax. The energy level kept rising. The aliens moved closer. Their ships formed a huge half-circle around Earth's orbit, blocking every escape path. Billions of alien soldiers prepared their weapons. Cold metal armor glowed under ship lights, and Earth stayed silent. It did not launch ships. It did not send warnings. It did not beg. It simply watched. Inside a secret command center deep below the moon's surface, Commander Rhea Carter stood in front of a giant holographic screen. Her eyes were sharp, calm, and focused. She was the leader of Project Railgun, the most powerful weapon humanity ever built. She looked at her team. Everyone was tense. Everyone knew what was coming. Status report, Rhea said. Energy coils at 93%, a technician replied. Dark matter stabilizers locked. Magnetic rails ready. Charging continues. Rhea nodded. Keep it stable. We get only one shot. Across the galaxy, alien leaders continued laughing and preparing to attack. They believed humans were slow thinkers, emotional creatures, weak bodies. No real threat. But none of them knew what humans had built in secret. They did not know that humans discovered a new type of magnetic acceleration. They did not know that Rhea's team created a railgun larger than any weapon in recorded history. They did not know that the moon itself now held a deep, hidden cannon, a weapon that could fire a metal slug faster than light could react. They did not know. But they were about to. Back on the alien flagship, the Zelnari science officers suddenly froze. Admiral? The energy on the moon just jumped to 100%. This is not normal. This is not. Before he could finish, a sound spread through space. It was not loud. It was not bright. It was simply deep, a low vibration, a strange pulse, a growl of metal and power. Every alien sensor lit up bright red. What is that? Vroger shouted. No one answered. Because no one knew. Inside the moon facility, the giant railgun chamber glowed white. Energy arcs danced across the metal rails. The cannon's core hummed like a sleeping beast waking up. Target locked, a technician whispered. Alien dreadnought, distant 70,000 kilometers. Rhea took a slow breath. Her voice was steady. Fire. The moon shook. The rails exploded with power, and the shot-fired dot had moved faster than anything the aliens had ever measured. Faster than their sensors could track. Faster than their minds could understand. A single metal slug, small, dark, and silent, cut across the battlefield. The alien dreadnought never had a chance. There was no explosion. No fire. No shockwave. The slug simply passed through the warship. A clean line sliced the ship into two perfect halves. For 5 long seconds, the dreadnought floated silently. As if confused? As if not sure it was already dead. Then the two halves drifted apart. Then the alarms began. Alien commanders screamed orders. Ship captains panicked. Fleets broke formation. Chaos spread like wildfire. What weapon was that? How did humans build this? No species has this power. Vroger stared at the destroyed dreadnought, unable to breathe. His heart pounded as he whispered, "That was one shot." Every alien fleet fell silent. Every empire froze. Every warrior felt fear for the first time. Because now they knew the truth. Humans were not weak. Humans were not behind. Humans were not prey. Humans were something else. Something dangerous. Something new. In the Moon Command Center, Rhea watched the alien fleets panic. She spoke quietly, but her words were filled with steel. Let them be afraid. They should be. And somewhere in the dark, the Railgun began to charge again. Far beneath the moon's gray surface, inside the hidden base of Project Rail Sun, alarms slowly faded. The lights returned to normal. The floor stopped shaking. And the giant Railgun cooled down with long metal sighs. Like a beast rusting after a powerful roar, Commander Rhea Carter stood alone in the control room, watching the hologram of the battlefield. Alien fleets were still scattered, confused, and terrified. Some ships drifted without direction. Some ran backward. Some stayed frozen like statues. She knew this moment was important. History had just changed, but it was only the beginning. Her second-in-command, Dr. Elias Ward, rushed into the room. His lab coat was dirty with smoke stains from the Railgun shockwave. "Rhea, the aliens are panicking," he said. "I think we shocked the entire galaxy." Rhea didn't smile. "Good, now they understand. But we need to stay focused. They will not stay scared forever." Elias nodded. He knew she was right. Humans didn't build the Rail Sun just for show. They built it because the aliens forced them to. The hidden story of human power the world had changed 5 years ago. Strange signals were detected near Jupiter. Unknown ships appeared at the edge of the solar system. At first, the world governments denied it, but soon, confusion turned into fear. Aliens had found Earth. Human nations argued, blamed each other, prepared for war, then for peace, then for panic. Until one woman stood up and gave a different idea. Rhea Carter, a military scientist known for impossible inventions, called for global unity. If aliens exist, she said to the world leaders, then humanity must stand together. We cannot fight each other anymore. No one trusted each other. But they trusted fear, and fear finally made humanity unite. For the first time in history, old enemies worked side by side. Engineers from Japan, Germany, Pakistan, India, the US, China, Africa. Everyone came together to form one secret team. Project name, Rail-Sun. Mission. Build a weapon that even the strongest alien empire would fear. But the project required new technology no human had ever made before. Elias opened a hologram of the Railgun. Magnetic coil stable. Dark matter stabilizers holding. He looked at Rhea. No alien knows this technology. Not even close. Rhea nodded. And they should never learn. The birth of the impossible weapon. Human scientists worked day and night. risking their lives to create something the galaxy had never seen. First, they discovered a new form of magnetic compression. Then, they learned to stabilize dark matter flow. Finally, they created a rail that could fire a projectile at a speed so great that it almost bent reality. The weapon became so big, so heavy, so powerful, that no planet could handle its recoil. So humanity built it on the moon. Deep tunnels were drilled. Secret elevators installed. Entire factories hidden underground. The railgun stretched kilometers long beneath the surface. Ships brought metal quietly at night. Robots assembled the weapon in darkness. And all of this was done without the aliens noticing. Rio remembered the first test. The prototype railgun had exploded. 3 engineers were injured. One almost died. But Ria did not stop. Humanity had no choice. Aliens were coming. Aliens were powerful. Aliens believed humans were weak. But humans were something aliens never understood. Humans adapt. Humans learn. Humans survive. Back to the present. Panic in the galaxy. A new alert appeared on the hologram. Ria zoomed in. Alien fleets were forming a cluster far from Earth, sending messages to each other. Elias read the translation. His voice shook. They are asking each other, is humanity a superspecies? Ria raised an eyebrow. A superspecies? We fired one shot. That's all. Yes, but no alien empire has a weapon like this, Elias replied. They assumed we were primitives, children. Now they don't trust their own intelligence reports. Ria turned her eyes to the glowing battle map. Fleets shifting. Commanders arguing. Ships signaling warnings to each other. Fear had spread like a virus. What about the dreadnought we destroyed? She asked. Elias swallowed. Their board logs show confusion, panic. Some crew thought their ship died before the shot even hit them. They didn't feel anything. The cut was too perfect. Ria exhaled slowly. Good. That means our precision worked. Humanity's true strength. A young technician entered the room. He looked nervous. Commander Carter. People on Earth are waking up. They saw the flash on the moon. News channels are confused. Everyone wants answers. Ria thought for a moment. Tell them nothing for now. The world needs calm, not fear. Her team agreed, because the truth was complicated. Humans didn't build the Railgun because they loved war. They built it because humans wanted peace. Humans loved family, friends, stories, home. Humanity wanted to live, explore, grow. And they would protect their world with everything they had. Ria looked at the moon railgun through the observation glass. The giant weapon glowed softly as it recharged. Elias, she said quietly, the aliens will return. They won't accept defeat. They will come with bigger fleets. Yes, he said. But now they know we are not weak. Ria's eyes were calm, but strong. And next time, we won't just warn them. Silence before the next storming, the deep silence of space, alien ships slowly regrouped. Fear turned into anger. Anger turned into plans. They wanted revenge. They wanted human technology. They wanted to prove the galaxy had only one ruler and it wasn't Earth. But they also remembered the shot, the clean cut, the dead dreadnought, the moon glowing like a rising weapon. And so, all across the galaxy, every alien empire repeated the same new words. Do not underestimate the humans. In the command room, Ria watched the screen as the alien fleets moved away. She whispered to herself, this was just the first chapter. They have no idea what humanity is truly capable of. And far below the moon's surface, the railgun continued charging. The alien fleets did not go far. They stopped only a few million kilometers away from the moon, floating in the dark like wounded animals unsure whether to flee or attack again. Some ships flickered with damaged lights. Others stayed still, hiding their fear. The battlefield was silent, but inside each ship, chaos was exploding. On the flagship of the Vroth Dominion, Admiral Vroger slammed his metal fist onto the command table. One shot. One human shot destroyed our strongest dreadnought. He growled. How can this be possible? Humans are nothing. No one answered him. The bridge officers stared at their screens, hands shaking, hearts cold. They had never seen a weapon so fast, so precise, so deadly. Across the communication channel, alien leaders from other empires began shouting over each other. This cannot be human technology. They must have stolen it. No, they built it. Impossible. Humans are primitive. Then explain the dreadnought being sliced like bread. Their voices overlapped, growing louder and angrier. The unity between the alien empires cracked like thin glass. A secret meeting of Panicon, the giant spherical ship of the Zelnari Union. Supreme Strategist Lether called an emergency meeting. The holograms of different alien rulers appeared around him, tall insectoids, glowing energy beings, armored reptilians, and more. Lether spoke with a calm but worried voice. We all saw the shot. We all lost ships today. We must decide what to do before our fleets collapse in fear. Vroger appeared as a large hologram, furious. We decide to attack. Humans insult us. Humans threaten us. We crush them now. Others immediately disagreed. A soft, silver-skinned alien queen from the Krethal Empire raised her hand. No. If one weapon can slice a dreadnought, what will happen if they fire again? Or twice? Or 10 times? A shiver went through the council. Vroger spat. We will overwhelm them with numbers. Lether shook his head. Numbers do not matter if one shot can pass through any ship. Our fleets will die before we reach Earth. Silence fell. For the first time in centuries, the great alien empires felt fear. Fear of a young race they once called weak. Division begins to grow. A lizard-like alien general clicked his jaws. We should send spies. Learn how they built this weapon. A glowing energy being disagreed. Approaching the moon again is suicide. Our ships cannot even detect the weapon properly. The Zelnari scientist added, humans hid this device completely. We did not know it existed until it fired. Their technology is unpredictable. Vroger growled. I refuse to fear them. I refuse to run. But the other rulers exchanged quiet looks. Vroger no longer felt like a leader. He felt like the loudest fool in the room. Some empires wanted revenge. Some wanted retreat. Some wanted negotiation. Some wanted to steal human technology. Some wanted to destroy other alien empires before humans did. The galaxy was breaking. Apart. And Earth was the reason. Meanwhile, on the moon, Commander Rhea Carter studied the alien fleets from her command center. She watched them argue through intercepted signals, watched their formations break, watched them lose trust in each other. Exactly what we hoped for, Rhea said. Fear spreads faster than fire. Dr. Elias Ward smiled weakly. Yes, but fear is unstable. Fear can turn into violence or desperation. Rhea nodded. Which is why we need to stay ahead. A technician called out, Ma'am, we're picking up a small craft leaving the alien fleet. It's heading toward the moon. Very slowly. Very quietly. Elias frowned. A peace ship? Rhea shook her head. No, a spy. The spy ship, the alien spy ship, was shaped like a curved blade, thin and silent. It moved with its lights off, engines quiet, hoping to pass through the dark, unnoticed dot inside. 2 alien scouts whispered, If we can scan the human weapon, maybe we can copy it, or destroy it from inside, or disable it long enough for our fleet to attack. Their plan was simple, but Rhea was already watching them. "Let them approach," Rhea said. "I want to see what they try." The spy ship drifted closer to the moon's surface, following a cold, silent path. Then suddenly, its engines died. Its lights flickered. Every system shut down. Inside the ship, the aliens panicked. "What happened? Are we under attack?" "No. Something disabled us." They were right, Rhea smiled. EMP net worked perfectly. Full disable, 0 casualties. Ilias stared at the screen. "You shut down their entire ship without touching them?" "Yes," Rhea said. "We are not killers. But we need to send them a message." She tapped a command. A small drone, no weapon. Just a messenger flew from the moon's surface and scanned the disabled spy ship. Then it broadcasted a simple message in their language. "Do not come closer. This is your only warning." The aliens inside the ship trembled. They realized humans had not only power, they had control. The alien council breaks back in the council room. The alien leaders watch the spy ship drift away helplessly. Shock spread across every face. "They disabled our vessel without harming anyone. They showed mercy. No empire in the galaxy uses power like this. Humans are not conquerors. They are protectors." But others disagreed. Vroger shouted, "They humiliated us. They must be destroyed." The silver-skinned queen whispered, "Or perhaps they deserve respect." The council fell into shouting again, louder this time, more violent, more divided. Some empires began forming secret alliances against others. Some prepared to flee back to their home systems. Some started building defenses not against humans, but against other alien empires. The galaxy was breaking apart, and Earth had fired only one shot. End of Part 3. Cliffhanger. Back on the moon, Rhea watched the alien divisions grow. Elias asked, "Do you think they will attack again?" Rhea answered quietly, "They will. But not together. Next time, the galaxy will come at us one piece at a time." She looked at the giant railgun glowing deep below the surface, and "We will be ready." The galaxy did not stay quiet for long. Only 20 hours had passed since the first human railgun shot. But far away in deep space, alien engines were burning again. Hundreds of fleets formed a new formation, bigger, brighter, and angrier than before. Some empires had retreated. Some had broken alliances. But some, the most stubborn ones, decided to return with overwhelming force. This time, they wanted to destroy Earth or die trying. A storm is coming inside the Moon Command Base. Alarms flashed red across every wall. Technicians shouted updates. The railgun chamber glowed hot as it prepared for another charge. Commander Rhea Carter walked calmly through the control room. Even though everyone around her felt fear growing in their bones, Dr. Elias Ward ran to her side. "Rhea, the new alien fleet is huge. Our scans show at least 12 major empires. This is not like before. This is a full invasion." Rhea studied the hologram. The alien fleet looked like a swarm of shining metal stars rushing toward Earth, burning through the darkness. "How long until they arrive?" she asked. 6 minutes, Elias replied. "And they are armed with heavy weapons this time. Plasma lances, planet crackers, shield cutters." Rhea's face remained calm. "They think more ships will help them. They think numbers will save them. They still don't understand." She turned toward the main screen. "And now, we teach them again." The Galactic Warfleet on the flagship of the Vroth Dominion. Admiral Vroger stood at the front window, eyes glowing with fury. He raised his voice so that every ship in the invasion fleet would hear, "Humans humiliated us. Humans made us run. Today, we crush their moon weapon. Today, we take Earth." Alien warriors roared. Thousands of ships locked weapons. Engines pushed to maximum power. They believed their numbers would drown the humans. They believed humanity could not fire another perfect shot. They believed the first strike was luck. They were wrong. The rail sun awakens Rhea stood on the firing platform, watching the railgun coils glow like a rising sun beneath the moon's surface. Status? She asked. Magnetic rails at 100% capacity. Dark matter stabilization holding. New multi-shot projectile ready. Elias turned to her. Are you sure we should use the modified round? We never tested it at full power. We don't have time for tests, Rhea said. They came to destroy Earth. We give them something else instead. She looked into the dark tunnel where the giant projectile waited. A single slug had disabled a dreadnought, but this new round was different, designed not to destroy, but to control. Rhea placed her hand on the firing console, prepared to launch.